the Valley of the Kings, a place of scorching sun and ancient secrets. Hidden beneath the sands of Egypt lie the tombs of pharaohs. For centuries these tombs remained undisturbed. Then in the late 19th century explorers arrived. Their quest was gold and glory. Little did they know, they were about to unearth something far more sinister. The Valley of the Kings is located on the west bank of the Nile River. It served as a royal burial ground for centuries. The ancient Egyptians believed that this location, nestled amongst the cliffs, provided a gateway to the afterlife. Here, pharaohs were laid to rest in opulent tombs, surrounded by treasures and protected by powerful curses. Among these explorers was a wealthy Englishman named Lord Carnarvon, a man of great curiosity and ambition. He was obsessed with uncovering the secrets of ancient Egypt, driven by a passion that knew no bounds. He partnered with the experienced archaeologist Howard Carter, whose expertise and determination matched his own. Together they embarked on a journey that would change history, venturing into the heart of Egypt's ancient mysteries. After years of searching tirelessly, they stumbled upon a hidden entrance, a gateway to the past. This led to the tomb of a previously unknown pharaoh, Amen-Ra, a discovery that would astonish the world. The year was 1922, a time when the world was ripe for such a monumental find. Excitement filled the air as Carter peered through a small opening in the tomb door, his heart racing with anticipation. "Can you see anything?" asked Carnarvon, his voice trembling with eagerness. "Yes," whispered Carter, awestruck. "Wonderful things." His eyes widened at the sight before him. Inside lay a treasure trove of gold, jewels, and artifacts, each piece telling a story of a bygone era. The tomb was remarkably well preserved, a time capsule untouched by the ravages of time. It was a discovery that would capture the world's imagination, sparking a renewed interest in ancient Egypt. At the heart of this magnificent tomb lay the mummy of Amen-Ra, adorned in a golden death mask, a symbol of his eternal glory. Even as they celebrated their incredible find, a sense of unease settled over the team. The air was thick with anticipation and a hint of dread, as if the ancient walls themselves were whispering secrets long forgotten. Locals whispered of a curse protecting the pharaoh's tomb. Their voices carried tales of misfortune and doom, passed down through generations. They spoke of ancient magic and a terrible fate that awaited those who dared disturb the eternal slumber of Amen-Ra. The legends were vivid, painting pictures of wrathful spirits and unending torment. The explorers dismissed these warnings as mere superstition. They were men and women of science, driven by curiosity and the promise of discovery. They continued their work, eager to unlock the secrets of the tomb. Each artifact they uncovered seemed to pull them deeper into the mystery. Inscribed on a clay tablet found near the burial chamber were words of warning. The ancient script was clear and ominous. "Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the peace of the king," it read. The message was chilling, a stark reminder of the past's grip on the present. Such curses were not uncommon in ancient Egyptian tombs. They were meant to protect the sacred resting places from those who sought to defile them. They served as a deterrent against grave robbers. The fear of divine retribution was a powerful tool. However, the discovery of this inscription sent a chill down the spines of some of the explorers. Doubt began to creep into their minds. Could there be truth to the legend? The question lingered, casting a shadow over their every move. The mummy of Amen-Ra, along with its treasures, was carefully transported from the Valley of the Kings. It began its journey to the British Museum in London. The journey was fraught with strange occurrences. Electrical storms raged, and crew members reported feeling an unsettling presence. Was it just coincidence, or was the curse of the mummy already at work? A sense of foreboding hung in the air. As the ship carrying the mummy sailed down the Nile, the temperature dropped. A strange mist descended, enveloping the vessel in an eerie silence. Some whispered that the spirit of Amen-Ra, angered by the disturbance of his eternal rest, was stirring. Tragedy strikes. Just weeks after the tomb's opening, tragedy struck. casting a dark shadow over the entire expedition. Lord Carnarvon, the expedition's financier and a key figure in the discovery, fell ill and died suddenly in Cairo. His death was sudden and mysterious, leaving many questions unanswered. It was said that at the exact moment of his passing, all the lights in Cairo flickered and died, adding to the eerie atmosphere. The newspapers were quick to link Carnarvon's demise to the curse of the mummy, fueling public fear and fascination. The official cause of death was blood poisoning, stemming from an infected mosquito bite, a seemingly mundane explanation. However, the circumstances were too coincidental for many to ignore. Rumors spread like wildfire, capturing the public's imagination. People whispered about the curse of the pharaoh, claiming that Carnarvon's death was just the beginning of a series of misfortunes. Their fears seemed justified when in the months that followed, other members of the excavation team met untimely ends, deepening the mystery. The mummy's curse, real or imagined? The mummy of Amun-Ra finally arrived at the British Museum. It became the center of attention, drawing huge crowds. But the string of unfortunate events continued. Museum staff reported strange noises and accidents near the mummy's display case. Some even claimed to have seen the ghostly apparition of an ancient Egyptian priest. The British public was captivated. Was this a genuine curse? Or was it something more explainable? The deaths and misfortunes surrounding the mummy of Amun-Ra became a media sensation. Newspapers printed sensationalized accounts of the curse, fueling public imagination. The power of suggestion. Some argued that the curse was nothing more than a series of unfortunate coincidences, amplified by fear and suggestion. The human mind is a powerful thing. When we believe something to be true, we often interpret events in a way that confirms our beliefs. Could the power of suggestion be enough to explain the strange occurrences surrounding the mummy of Amun-Ra? The deaths and misfortunes linked to the mummy, while tragic, were not statistically improbable. People die every day from various causes. It was the association with the curse that made these deaths seem extraordinary. Furthermore, the media's sensationalized reporting of the events undoubtedly played a role in fueling public hysteria. Scientific explanations. Scientists have proposed various explanations for the so-called curse. Some theorize that ancient tombs might contain dangerous pathogens, such as bacteria or fungal spores, that could cause illness if inhaled. Others pointed to the psychological effects of stress and anxiety experienced by those working in close proximity to the mummy. The ancient Egyptians were masters of preserving bodies. They used a complex process of mummification that involved removing internal organs, drying out the body, and wrapping it in linen bandages. While this process effectively preserved the body, it also created an ideal environment for certain types of fungi and bacteria to thrive. The mummy in popular culture. Despite scientific explanations, the legend of the mummy's curse endured. It captured the public's imagination and inspired countless books, films, and other works of fiction. The image of the bandaged mummy, rising from its sarcophagus to seek revenge, became a staple of horror literature and cinema. From Boris Karloff's iconic portrayal of Imhotep in the 1932 film The Mummy to Brendan Fraser battling resurrected priests in the Mummy franchise, the curse of the mummy has provided endless fodder for storytellers. These stories often explore themes of greed, obsession, and the dangers of tampering with forces beyond our understanding. The enduring legend. The story of the mummy of Amun-Ra continues to fascinate us today. The question remains, was there truly a curse, or was it all just a series of unfortunate events? The answer perhaps lies somewhere in between. The curse of the mummy, whether real or imagined, serves as a reminder of the power of belief. It highlights our fascination with the unknown and our desire to find explanations for the unexplainable. The legend of Amun-Ra continues to captivate us, reminding us that some mysteries may never be fully solved. Conclusion. A mystery for the ages. The curse of the mummy of Amun-Ra remains an enigma. Whether a result of ancient magic, natural phenomena, or simply the power of suggestion, the legend continues to fascinate us. It serves as a reminder of the enduring allure of ancient Egypt and the mysteries that still lie hidden beneath the sands of time. The true curse perhaps lies not in the tomb of a long-dead pharaoh, but in our own human tendency to seek patterns in chaos and to find explanations for the unexplained. The story of Amen-Ra reminds us that sometimes the most compelling stories are those that leave us with more questions than answers.